Give me a run for my money. There was nobody, no one that run me. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely.
Where should I set up? This is feeling like the spot. I think this is the spot.
I wanna be with you, ay. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you, ay. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
Me just love me.
If I didn't ride blade on curb, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. I got something. Hold up. We gon' function, no assumptions. Feeling like Tyson with it. Look at how Tyson with it. Only for the night, I'm kidding. Only for life, yeah, only for life, yeah, only for life. Let's get it. Hit that shoulder, I know what coming over me. Backstroke overseas. I know what you need. Already on 10, all money come in. All feeling go out, this feeling don't drought, this party won't end. If I didn't ride blade on her, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing.
Run for my money. There was nobody, no one that run me. So give me a run for my money. feeling lovely, living lovely. She's lovely.
I wanna be with you. 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 I wanna be with you.
All right, so I got my phone just in case the sound does not get picked up. As you can probably hear from the birds in the background, it's pretty active, which is how I know rain is coming soon. So I won't be able to chill out here as long as I initially planned. I wanted to listen to my audiobook, but the clouds are coming, the birds are turning up, and it's looking like it's not going to be an audiobook outside type of day. But let me tell y'all the reason why I came out here, though, because I came out here because I was watching this podcast that I just discovered on YouTube, and I am so in love with. I was watching this podcast about basically like they take the stigmas off of witches and witchcraft, and I don't know, just to empower women who might identify as that, which is an interesting thing. It's an interesting process in and of itself, because even I myself find hesitancy and like inner resistance towards identifying as like a witch per se. But I do magic. I do magic. I do spells. But the craft that I practice is one that was birthed from a place of secrecy, and I see why. It's like we absolutely have to gatekeep certain things. If you know, you know. But at the same time, it's like I do resist the stigma on it that it's like women lost their lives for practicing things that literally just healed them and their families and their household. And I think that's really sad. So I like that this podcast is a thing. So anyways, I was watching it today, and they were talking about like the types of witches that you can be. The first thing that they always go over is like a coven witch, where you're finding more empowerment, the most of your empowerment, by being in a coven of sisters who are practicing with you and going through your ceremonies together. And I don't know, they were each talking about the type of magic that they practice and the type of witchcraft that they practice. And the third woman who spoke said like she identifies, and she discovered this recently, that she identifies as a solar witch, like by the sun. And as she began to describe like what made her come to this conclusion, and even the other witches who know her were like chiming in like, yeah, that's so you, and affirming her, I really resonated with a lot of what she said. And I'm realizing like maybe I am a solar witch, maybe I am a sun witch, because like I really came alive when I lived in Florida, which is the Sunshine State, and like being out of that environment has been really, it's been an interesting experience for me, you know, and it has not felt good to not be surrounded by sun. Even out here, it's like I'm out in nature, but the clouds are overhead, you know, and it's like not a lot of sun out, and I came out here to soak up sun, the clouds happen in Florida, but it's like it's very passing. It's called the Sunshine State for a reason. And then also they were saying stuff like if you work with like fire a lot, if you do a lot of fire magic, like these sorts of things is like kind of indication that you might like work better with the sun, because a lot of people, like, it's very popular for people to work with the moon, especially women, like on our cycles, and like we sync up with the moon. But you can also be a person who works with the sun, and I'm recognizing like I do work with the sun a lot more than I work with the moon. And I have found that when I have tried to work with the moon cycles, it felt unnatural to me. And I appreciate the dark, I appreciate the energy of the moon, I appreciate the moon card in the tarot deck, but I do find more empowerment from working with the sun. Or I haven't really worked with the sun, but all of the kind of things that she listed that she does is like, oh, I already naturally do that. So what if I try to work with the sun cycles? And sun cycles are I feel like a lot quicker than moon cycles, because sun cycles is pretty much where the sun is in the sky during the day, from sunrise to sunset pretty much. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I think I would like to work with that, because I do like getting up at sunrise, watching the sunrise. I do like watching the sunset, like doing a walk during golden hour. Like, that feels like the most magical time for me, is golden hour. And like the air feels golden to me. It feels magical. So it's like, oh, well, maybe this is a primary source of magic for me. Of course, like one of the witches were saying, like, they also practice ancestral magic. And like, I feel like to a degree, like everyone does that. But I definitely resonate with that. I feel like I don't resonate with that as much because, hello, U.S. history, they kind of cut off our things to our ancestors. And so my process in like working with them and reconnecting with them is slower, it's longer, and it's more spiritually, like there's a lot of spiritual weightlifting there for me to connect with my ancestors. So it's a longer process. So yes, ancestral magic, and I'm realizing like these are things that like, it's like I'm waking up the magic in my bloodline. I feel like the magic has been dormant, and my great grandmother practiced it, but she practiced it under like the guise of Christianity, which is most hoodoo practitioners are like that. But then when my mom would describe things to me, I don't tell my mom this, but when she would describe things, I'm like, that's a hoodoo practice. But she doesn't recognize it, she doesn't realize it. But before my great grandmother, I felt like it was really dormant within our bloodline because of, you know, oppression. It's crazy to joke about that, but I mean, it's the history of our country. Like, what are you gonna do? But I have definitely been reconnecting back with my ancestors, and that's been a lot of fun. So I don't know, it's giving me stuff to think about. Like, okay, well then maybe I can try to be more intentional and conscious of working with the sun. And also I'm working on this really, really, really big project that I don't know when I'm going to release it to the world, but it's very special. It's something I've been called to do, and it involves the sun as well. And so it's just this theme that just keeps coming up of like reaffirming like, okay, I'm supposed to be working with the sun. The moon is great and it's beautiful, and a lot of people work with it, and there's a stigma like that's what you're supposed to work with. I didn't even realize the sun was an option. And also like the sun is like, because I was like, oh, well, I'm more of a goth vibe, I'm more like darker, but like I'm more about like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but like really potent topics. And like one thing I've been recognizing is the sun is a really powerful force, and yes, it keeps the planet alive, but if you get too close to the sun, it will kill you. And so it's not really to be messed with, and it's not this like happy-go-lucky force. It's not the love and light. It's the whole picture. So yeah, it's really interesting. Something I thought about, something I wanted to share. But I guess I will keep this video relatively short, because I really don't want to get caught out here with my iPad and my camera and my phone in the rain. So yeah, I hope y'all are staying ethereal. I hope y'all are staying elusive, and I hope that y'all are blessed.